Hey, Amanda, you there? I had something I kind of wanted to talk to you about. Hello? Amanda? Oh, right, the time difference. You're probably fast asleep right now, huh? Okay, well, then I guess I'll just leave the messages of what I've been thinking here, and you can tell me your thoughts tomorrow. So, get back to me then, okay? Anyways, I only have a week left before I finish for this business trip, and, well, I think it's time we get a divorce. Or rather, I should say that, in my time in this country, I've met a new man and fallen in love. He's a really cool, handsome man from Peru, but he speaks English fluently. I kind of fell in love at first sight, and we hit it off so well. Besides, I love how much he must love America. I mean, he loves it as much that he's learned the language. He's really something else. Now I feel like I can just live without him. In fact, we're living together in the apartment I've had out here. He's just so exotic and sexy, and he makes me so happy. So, I hope you can understand. Anyway, I just wanted to let you know that I'm going to be bringing this man back with me, and him and I are getting married. In the meantime, I want you to pack your things and move out of the house. I should be back in about a week, so get out by then. Oh, and one more thing. Make sure you've signed divorce papers on the table so I can sign my half and send them off.
What the heck is all of this? Kenny, are you there? Are you seriously cheating on me right now? You're coming home in a week and you decided to drop this bombshell on me. You seriously can't be fetishizing people from other countries like this. It's so weird and creepy. Is this why you haven't been responding to me as often lately? I thought it might just have been the time difference, but sometimes you don't get back to me for a few days at a time. I was wondering if you were cheating. But now you've just come out and said it. Well, you were way more stupid than I thought to go and do something like this. But if you really want me out of the house, at this rate, I can't help but agree with you. If you think that I'm going to divorce you, just because you want to marry this total stranger though, you're dead wrong. We're going to have a long, long talk when you get back to the States.
Oh shoot, you seem kind of pissed about all of this, Amanda. But okay, I guess if you really want to meet my spicy little Peruvian pepper, suit yourself. I can send you some great photos of him if you want. But just know that I've made up my mind and nothing is going to change it. There you go, what do you think? Pretty handsome guy, right? And if you want to know, his name is Patricio. He doesn't have any family and has been living on his own for a while now. And apparently he has an inn that is going to make it easy for him to get into the States. But I tell you, once you get a taste of dating a foreigner, you can't go back.
Mary, are you there? I'm really sorry to bother you on your day off, but I have something really important that I need to tell you.
Oh, Armando. That's okay. How's it going? What's up?
You're not going to believe this, but I know where Patricio is.
Wait, Patricio? What do you mean? Where is he? I've been looking for him for months, but haven't heard anything from anyone about where he could be.
He's abroad right now in Peru, I guess. Apparently he's running around with my husband.
He's in Peru with your husband? I don't understand. What are they both doing down there, and how did they run into each other?
Well, Kenny left for a business trip about a year ago and was going to come back sometime this week. But the other day, he basically confessed to cheating on me and said that he wanted a divorce. He was telling me about it and even sent me a picture of the man he was seeing, and it was Patricio.
So he ran all the way down to Peru, huh? And then he just happened to run into your husband? I guess the world is still a lot smaller than we think. He really thought he could escape our unfinished business here in the US, I bet. Well, thank you so much for coming to me with this.
If it's all the same to you, I'd like to help you out with this. Whatever you need. Just let me know and I'll be there ready to back you up.
Are you sure? I don't want to suck you into my business if you really don't want to.
No, I think this is personal for me too, and I have a right and a duty to help you out. My husband is planning on leaving me to live with this person. So I think that if we can catch him soon, we can put an end to all of this.
You mean he really wants to kick you out of the house and live with his new boyfriend?
He seems to think it's going to work out like that anyways.
Well, we'll see about that, won't we? He must really be living in his own world to have forgotten such an important detail about his house.
Exactly. I was thinking that if you're free, maybe we can meet tomorrow after work to talk out a concrete plan.
Well, okay, Armando. If you really want to do this, then let's do it. I mean, I could even meet now if you wanted. Or is that too soon for you?
No, I can meet now. That's no problem. I can meet you outside your office building around 3 if that's okay.
That should work for me. See you then. Thanks so much for offering to help.
Hey, Amado, I just landed. Have you already moved all your stuff out of the house? I have Patricio with me, so you better not cause a scene when we get there.
Oh, don't worry. I moved out a while ago. The house is all yours.
Oh, well that's good then. Thank you for that. I thought I was going to be fighting you for a long time over that.
Though I didn't leave behind any divorce papers for you to sign.
No, are you seriously going to do this right now? I know that you don't want a divorce, but you have to understand that I just love someone else now. I mean, how could I ever fall in love with a boring old American like you when I can have some Incan prince to drool over instead? You need to face the facts and divorce me.
Oh, don't worry. We're getting divorced, but only after we've talked with our lawyers.
Our lawyers? What do you mean? Why would we do that?
But we're getting a divorce because you were cheating on me. And I have a right to sue you for that.
Oh, I see. So you're really going to do things this way, huh?
If you thought it was going to happen any other way, you're the idiot.
And just what the hell is that supposed to mean? How can you call me something like that?
It means that I don't want to see you unless it's absolutely necessary. And that you don't have to worry about going back home.
Fine. Be that way. I have to pop into the office anyways. But Patricio is going right home, so thanks for getting out of there at least.
Anyways, I guess I'll just get back to working. You'll be hearing from my lawyer soon. And we'll be moving forward with the lawsuit from there.
Man, I can't believe you're really going to sue me for this. But I have a promotion waiting for me when I get back, so I have no problem with that. Bring on all the lawyers that you can. I'm ready for it. Hey, Amado, what the heck is going on here, huh?
I take it you've already gotten back home then? Would you like my little surprise for you?
That's right, I did just get back home. And you're calling this a surprise? You tell me who these two geezers and this other woman are right now.
Well, I invited them over for our talk today.
But this doesn't make any sense. These two old people are American as can be. But say that they're Patricio's parents.
Well, yeah. I mean, Patricio is American after all. Haven't you figured that out yet?
What do you mean by that? Have you gone crazy or something? You know that isn't true. He's from Peru. I met him in Peru and he speaks Spanish.
Okay, so he moved and learned a foreign language.
But his skin is so dark. He looks so native.
One, super creepy to describe someone like that. And two, that still doesn't mean he's from Peru.
But I don't get this. I thought he was foreign. This can't be happening.
Well, it is. Patricio isn't even Peruvian. In fact, he's basically as white as can be. His mum explained to me that he had a weird obsession with Latin Americans like you and got plastic surgery to look like a Quechuan person.
Wait, plastic surgery? To look like a different race? You can do that?
That's right. In fact, Patricio isn't even his real name either. It's Patrick. But I'm sure the original Patrick is buried so deep under all that plastic that you would never have guessed. Maybe you should ask Patricio about all this, though.
Amado, are you there? I've been thinking about this whole divorce thing. It's so silly. Let's just put it all behind us. I want to stay with you.
Yeah, no.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I mean, you were fooled by some gross person who fetishized other races like you do. I think you're a good fit.
But I didn't want to get with some basic American dude. I wanted a Peruvian.
You did say that another woman was there at the house, right? I assume that was Mary, yes?
Yeah, she told me that Patricio had an affair with her husband and that she's been trying to sue him this whole time. But that Patricio didn't want to pay it, so he fled the country, changed his appearance and started a new life in Peru. He even changed his name to try and escape paying. But then he found his way to me, not knowing that you had any idea about Mary.
Oh, I know. I've already heard about all of this from Mary herself.
So then, you really already knew about all of this before I did?
Pretty much. And poor Patricio could not have made a worse choice of who to try and get with.
Right, so then, It's not my fault at all, right?
I mean, you cheated on me, and that is a fact.
But I told Patricio that I didn't want to be with him anymore. Isn't that enough?
Again, the fact is that you still cheated on me. You understand this, yeah?
Please don't be so stubborn. You have to forgive me.
I really don't have to do anything for you, actually.
But you didn't sign the divorce papers, right? So a part of you must want to still be with me.
Now, I just learned from Mary that in terms of suing for infidelity, but the timing of things is very important.
So then, you're still going to sue me for all of this?
Of course. I'm going to be suing you and Patricio. Don't you worry.
Wait, no, this can't be happening.
Well, it is, so.
Please wait, after I got back to work, I actually got a demotion and a huge pay cut.
Oh, really? Wow, that sucks for you, huh? This is just not your week.
My work found out that I started seeing Patricia while I was down there on company time and gave that as a reason for rescinding my promotion.
So basically, they didn't want to reward you for cheating on your husband while on a company assignment. Sounds fair enough to me.
I won't be able to pay that much money right now.
Again, that sucks for you, huh?
How can you be so cruel to me right now?
Like this. You're going to get a call from my lawyer tomorrow, and you better pick up.
You're really serious, aren't you?
Oh, right. I almost forgot one of the most important things.
What's that? What could you possibly have forgotten?
Well, you do know that it was my name on the apartment lease, right?
What do you mean?
I mean, the first year's lease was. But then you were away, and when I renewed it, I did it under my name. Talked about this before I did it, remember?
Oh yeah, I think I do now.
So anyways, you're now trespassing. Please leave.
You kicking me out of the house?
That's right. I think your dad should be arriving soon to pick you up.
My dad is coming here. Why is he coming here?
Well, I told him about what you did over the phone, and he sounded just furious. I think you're not going to like it when he arrives.
Oh no, this is really bad. How could you do this to me?
You did it to yourself, Ken.
Doe, are you there? I just wanted to say that I think we did great together yesterday. But I am so sorry to have invaded your house with all that drama, though.
What do you mean, Mary? You were the one there who did all the talking for me.
Well, you were really a huge help. I can't thank you enough.
It was my pleasure.
By the way, I wanted to tell you what happened after you stopped texting Kenny.
Oh yeah? Did his dad show up? What happened?
Yeah, he showed up about 5 minutes after your last text. He nearly kicked down the door, started screaming at Kenny, and dragged him out by the collar of his shirt.
Kenny's dad always did seem like the strict type.
You should have seen the way he was shaking. I swear he was about to cry. But anyways, his dad took him all the way back to his house, so I heard.
I can picture it all now, and it's scary.
Well, anyways, I guess that basically solves that, right?
I suppose so, yeah.
Also, once things settle down, I would love to go out and grab a couple drinks with you.
That would be so amazing. Yeah, let's do it. A few days later, my lawyer wanted to go talk to both Kenny and Patricio. A month later, Kenny and I were divorced, and I was paid by the both of them for their affair. Patricio also had to pay Mary for his affair with her husband as well. After that, I heard that Patricio's parents took him out of their will entirely. But he still has lots of debt from the plastic surgery, and was forced to find several jobs to pay back all the money he owed. As for Kenny, he is still living at home under the watchful eye of his dad, who is making sure that Kenny is staying out of trouble. Meanwhile, Mary and I finally were able to meet up for that drink and decompress about the whole situation. We weren't that close before, but this really brought us together. Now we meet up frequently and catch up and gossip at least a couple times a month.
Linda? You know it's my wedding tomorrow, right? I heard that you were working today. Just what are you thinking? Are you even preparing for tomorrow? Don't embarrass me at the wedding, all right?
Good morning, Jenny. It's not like I'm gonna host the wedding or anything, so it shouldn't be strange that I'm working today. I already have the bare minimum prepared, and the wedding's only a short walk from where I live. I should be fine as long as there's no emergency.
You sure about that? Why are you even working on a Saturday? Are you that slow at work?
I always go to work on Saturdays.
Huh?
Salons in this area are closed on Tuesdays. You go to one at least once a month, right? You should know this. The salon I run also has days off on Tuesdays. That's why I'm working today.
You are a hairstyler, Linda.
Yes.
And you run a salon?
Yeah, didn't I tell you?
Oh, I see.
The customer is going to come soon, so bye.
Hey, why are you not here? Linda? The wedding's about to start! I asked you to take care of the reception, right? I had a friend who came early to do it instead since you weren't here. You need to make sure your wedding gift is a hefty sum to make up for this, all right? Huh? We just got news that you were in an accident and were brought to the hospital. You just ruined my wedding. I noticed that my brother wasn't here as well, and apparently he went to the hospital to check in on you. You don't want to come to my wedding that much, huh? Can you not do anything that will stand out on my special day? I won't just let you cancel on me, obviously. It's fine if you're late. Just get here with my brother as soon as they're done with you over there. Hey! You're still not here. The feast is about to start. My brother's there as well, right? You're making a mess of my wedding. If you don't come, pay me $30,000 for your wedding gift, all right?
Oh, $30,000?
Oh, finally you replied. If you're going to pay $30,000, then it's fine if you don't come. There's no taking it back, all right? Pay me the money. The wedding was stopped midway because of you. My fiancé is even threatening to break off the engagement. What are you going to do about this? If you feel even a tiny bit guilty, then pay me $30,000.
Jenny, will you stop texting Linda?
Oh, Thomas! Why didn't you come to the wedding? I know you were worried about your wife, but couldn't you have returned to the wedding after checking in on her for a little bit? You were probably stopped by Linda, right? But you have to be tough and refuse at times like that. It was your adorable sister's special day after all. This was probably one of the reasons the wedding was canceled. Linda only thinks about herself.
Jenny, didn't you hear from Mom what happened to Linda?
Huh?
Didn't you hear she got in an accident with?
I think she did say something, but I was too shocked the wedding was canceled to have heard. And I'm currently locking myself into my room to show that I don't want the engagement to be broken off. My happiness and my future are on the line right now. Who cares about all that? We can think about it after I get married.
So, you don't even understand why the wedding was cancelled and why our engagement is going to be broken off?
But there's no reason for such terrible things to happen to me. Just listening to it is a waste of time.
I don't know if you've given up and accepted the situation or if you just really don't get it.
What?
The reason our wedding was cancelled and your engagement is about to be broken off is because the driver who bumped into Linda is a guy you're cheating on your fiancé with!
Huh?
Apparently he heard about your wedding just this morning and drove straight to the wedding venue. He was in a hurry and ignored the traffic lights, which is when he ran into Linda crossing the street.
What?
Apparently that's the explanation he gave.
Seriously? Linda's...
The accident happened right after I went home because I'd forgot something and returned to the wedding. Thankfully she'll live, but she had to be hospitalized since the injury was pretty serious.
It was that bad? But she replied to my text about the $30,000.
That was me.
Huh?
Her phone didn't break in the accident. I decided to hold on to it for her, but your messages were so annoying that I replied just to shut you up.
What's your problem? So, you're going to pay the $30,000 for her? $30,000?
Who said I would be paying? Nothing in my reply implied that I would be paying $30,000.
What?
Besides, no matter how long you lock yourself in your room, you can't stop the engagement being broken up anymore. You have no right to refuse now that everyone knows you were cheating.
But...
Also, I have no idea how the wedding being ruined is Linda's fault. She's a victim here, not you.
Why?
Because if you hadn't cheated, then this guy wouldn't have rushed to the wedding and hit Linda with his car. I'll be at the hospital taking care of Linda for the time being. So I didn't have time to take part in this mess you've made.
Thomas?
Don't text me.
Why?
I don't want to talk to you. Don't come to my house either. I don't want to see your face.
Linda! You're better now, right? Why don't you reply to my texts? If you can't just read them, alright? Lend me $50,000 as soon as possible. There's an ATM at that hospital, right? I'll tell you my bank account, so just deposit it there. Oh, and don't tell Thomas, okay? He won't approve if he finds out.
Hey, Jenny!
What? Thomas? It's been a while since we talked. What is it?
Didn't I tell you not to message Linda?
What? She told you?
I noticed she was getting notifications. Linda still can't move her right hand. I was just on her phone sending replies to text for her since she couldn't type. Which is when I noticed your ridiculous texts.
The timing.
You really don't give up, do you? The $50,000 is the total amount of money you need to pay, right? The cost of the wedding, plus the fine you had to pay for cheating on your fiancé. You were even asking for $30,000 as a wedding gift last time.
Linda owns her own salon, right? That must mean she makes a lot of money. So $50,000 should be fine for her.
I'm saying that there's no reason for her to give you any money. Just who do you think you are?
But who do you think is to blame for my engagement being broken off?
You, who cheated even though you're about to get married. Who else is to blame?
If Linda didn't get into an accident that day...
She only got into an accident because you cheated, remember? Stop trying to put the blame on others and act as if you did nothing wrong.
Then you pay me $50,000.
What?
Isn't it the older brother's job to help out his younger sister?
I said, stop acting as if you did nothing wrong.
I'm just asking you to lend me some money because I don't have any.
Why, you? The guy you were cheating on your fiancé with admitted his mistakes and is ready to pay for it.
Huh? What do you mean?
He promised to pay the fine your former fiancé is asking from him. He's also going to pay for Linda's hospitalization fees and the loss of salary while she's unable to work. Quite different from you.
Does that mean... He'll probably pay me the $50,000 for me if I ask him, right? Oh my god, I should have asked him from the start.
You probably won't be able to contact him anymore.
What?
The lawyer who mediated for us said he had a change of heart and quit his job to go back to his hometown.
What?
Apparently he sent you a farewell message or email of some sort. You didn't look at it yet?
Oh, I was blocking him.
What, you blocked him?
I heard he was coming to barge into the wedding. I got mad at him for trying to ruin my happiness, so I blocked him out of spite. I haven't unblocked him since.
I see. Well, that's it, really. Mom and Dad probably already told you, but you should take responsibility of your own actions.
But it's $50,000! How am I supposed to make that much money?
Don't ask me.
I don't have the money!
It's not my problem. Bye!
Thomas!
Our parents paid for the $50,000 Jenny was being fined for, but they told her that she would have to give it back. Jenny kept complaining about how she wouldn't be able to give it back and locked herself in her room. "If you don't have any money, then work," shouted her dad. He didn't tolerate Jenny's nonsense and got her a job at a nearby factory. She uses the salary she earns there to pay her debt little by little. By the way, Mum is the one who manages her salary. Jenny works hard labor day and night, and never does she stop crying about it. She doesn't know that her parents will cut ties with her as soon as she pays back the money.